Hi everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the return of Jackrabbit 2. We're going to be hearing menu theme and pull back the bass, which is apparently the credits theme. And apparently the credits theme plays whenever you exit the game. It's requested by JP and Damien. Thank you very much. I'm currently on the search for credits themes. I'm no longer searching. That's how this video came to be. I have checked out Jackrabbit before. I did it in the Christmas episode for VGM Vibes. And now they're returning, I guess, for VGM Vibes 12. Kind of a weird game. It reminds me of Earthworm Jim a little bit. Kind of like the humor and the oddities of it. And if I recall correctly, I could be completely wrong about this, but I recall looking up something before, and I think one of the developers went on to do I think it was either Gears of War or some notable thing. Something like that. Anyways, let's just get to it. This is the menu theme of Jackrabbit 2. I don't know what the OCV is for, so feel free to tell me.
Yo, ready for this? Yeah, I thought. Jackrabbit.
Oh, the singer. Oh, right, wasn't this like a computer game too? God, it sounds so 90s. It sounds so 94, 95? Let me see when this is released. '98. Yeah, it's a computer game. So I guess it just never made it into content? I wonder why not. I love how girthy it sounds with the bass. It sounds really clean. I wonder if that has to do with the PC hardware. But it sounds really clean. Was this a CD-based game, or was it just software?
Yo, ready for this? Yeah, I thought. Jackrabbit.
Yeah, that's like CD quality already, 98. Those vocals sounded like a studio recording. I wonder who that is. Oh, you can play this game over local area network or online? Online 98? Multiplayer? That's ahead of its time. That sounds so clean. This is the menu. This is the menu. Oh, I didn't see the composer. Alexander Brandon. Siren. Oh, I didn't mention the channel. Oops. The channel is The Archaeologist of the Lost Music for both of these. Oh, that's a cool channel name. The Archaeologist of the Lost Music. Wow, that sounds so, specifically... Two things immediately come to mind. And I probably have said this before, but it's just the closest things I can compare them to. Which were much earlier, I think. Earthworm Jim being one of them. a lot of things in the 90s just kind of had this aesthetic of this kind of like over the top cartoon style. Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life, Earthworm Jim. You know, it's just it was a time where like boogers were funny and slime was everywhere, you know, with Nickelodeon. It was definitely like a vibe back then, and that's what I'm getting here. But also the soundtrack sounds extremely like Toe Jam and Earl to me. Specifically the second game. The first game I've never played, but it looks so weird and different compared to the sequel. I don't even know if that game is any similar whatsoever. But the second one, Escape Planet Funkotron, that's a traditional like side-scroller game, which was a co-op Toe Jam and Earl. But it had a lot of like that 90s that hip-hop beat. The very, very flat top style of hip-hop beat. And it sounds so much like that too. But I've noticed that in general, like Jazz Jackrabbit has a little bit of like a overall like hip-hop sound, or it has like just a beat as well. There's times where it sounds like Shinobi as well. It kind of sounds to me very inspired by Sega soundtracks, specifically Sega soundtracks. But it's doing its own thing too. But it sounds kind of like Sega stuff. Also don't know who the singer was, but it was clearly made for the game. That was really cool. It definitely sounded like a menu theme, right? Because they're saying the name of the game, and it's 3 minutes, so you definitely probably don't hear it all the way through when you're playing it. You probably only hear it for like 10 seconds and then move on. So it's really cool to actually hear something in its entirety. Something I saw in the Wikipedia is that this was uploaded to, what is it? I always forget the name of this service. Is it GOG? I'll look up in a second. Yeah, GOG.com. So you could play it now, I guess. Anyways. Yeah, so it sounded kind of ahead of his time. The whole multiplayer thing. And then also I remember when I did the Christmas episode, there was talks of like DLC back then. Damn. All right, this one's a lot longer. Pull back the bass, same channel. Credits theme. I am looking for credits themes, so that's how we're here. Now this is interesting because I don't know if this has like a proper credits where you beat the game and then you just see them. I was just told that they happen whenever you leave the game, which I think is hilarious and kind of on brand for these sense of humor. But either way, let's see. Pull back the bass. Interesting name. In my head, I'm Alt F4ing right now, trying to leave, and a window comes up or something, and I hear this. That's what's in my head. Sound quality is great, though, dude. Seriously. You know what this sounds like to me? This is one of those like hidden gem soundtracks. Kind of judge a book by its cover from far away, but if you peel back the layers, you realize it's a pretty dope soundtrack. That sounds really clean. This sounds relevant today. I could imagine this in the background of a YouTube video while someone's talking, like right now. If that's the case, that's pretty genius. They put a song there so you don't leave the game. Hey, wait, before you go, listen to this banger. a lot of sauce in the soundtrack. Lots and lots of sauce. It hasn't looped yet, too. I mean, by this point, games were already... You can make the file size bigger, so like these songs are getting bigger and bigger. Dude, I would never think this is from a game called Jackrabbit. This sounds like a rhythm game. Damn. Still going. I think it looped. Yeah. This is really good. The kind of dreaminess of it, too. I'm really impressed by this. Don't judge a book by its cover. You think the soundtrack would be like so silly and whatever, but it's solid. I want to know the name behind it. I want to know why it's called pullback bass. Oh, right there. That's the saucy part right there. The combination of the bass, the chords, and the melody here. Woo. That's good. That's good. And it doesn't overstay its welcome either. Lots of melodies too, lots of things to keep your brain occupied. I wonder if any of this was inspired by Michael Jackson at all. He was like at the height of his popularity here. Some of those bass lines sound like Michael Jackson stuff. There's probably a reason why Michael Jackson fancied those soundtracks like Sonic, because of the sound they had. Imagine if MJ heard this. Probably lose his mind. Oh, dude, seriously, yeah. Imagine. Oh, there's a thought. Michael Jackson discovers Jazz Jackrabbit. Well, hey, I said what I had to say. I mean, that was cool. I was just speaking the whole time because it was just... I think ultimately I'm going to have to remember this one permanently. It's difficult for me to remember songs because I hear so many of them. But I think I can safely remember these two because they're going to fall into a certain category that really not too many fall under, and that's just something along the lines of judging a book by its cover. Like, I see this and I'm like, okay, it's going to be, because I've seen the footage of it too. When I saw the Christmas episode, I had to see what it looked like, and even then I was like, oh, it's just silly, not in a bad way. It's like I like silly. It's just, just wasn't expecting anything to sound like that. I remember in that episode there was like stuff that's like borderline like copyright infringement. Like, I think there was like Hershey Kisses, Legos, Oreos, I think too. Stuff like that. But either way, just looking at this image, I think of like, what can I compare this to? Just something really goofy and wacky is just what comes to mind. I don't. If I were to hear that, I think just about anyone, if you showed this to them blind, I don't even think they would have come close to guessing. Okay, one, they're not going to guess that it's from Jazz Jackrabbit. Not because, it's not that popular of a game. But no one's going to even guess what kind of game it is, what the art looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a really odd combination, but that's what makes it really cool. It's this like appreciation for the whole art, and they could have gone the cheesy route and just kind of had like a very niche game, but to me that sounds like they gave it their all and it just didn't take off like they wanted to. I feel like this had a bunch of potential. Maybe it was one of those kind of right game, wrong time type of things. But to me, I gotta look into it because the story seems fascinating. With the whole like who the director was, the fact that it was like PC only, that probably hurt it. Because when I think 1998, the last thing I'm thinking of is like PC gaming. That was the heyday of PS1 and N64. The Dreamcast was around the corner. Arcades were basically dead. I don't even think people were playing PC games for sure, but nothing like, I don't know. I got to look into that. Anyways, so all these things surrounding it, it's a little bit of an anomaly, and I kind of like it for that. It sounds super clean. Everything is very pristine. I can hear the bass. I can hear the drums. They didn't just skimp out on it and do like a quick loop. They gave us a whole, production. So yeah, Jazz Jackrabbit, interesting. Let me know if they ever did more beyond the second game, or if there's cameos anywhere. Like, does this series live anywhere else? Did they do cameos somewhere? Is it just gone? Yeah, very interesting stuff, but cool. Both of them very cool. All right, Jazz Jackrabbit. Pull back the bass and menu. And if you find out who the singer was from the first one, let me know. Thank you to the requesters. Thank you everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Later.